So we're 2 weeks into this wonderful series, and I have to say, if it keeps on the path that it's currently heading in, this is going to be one of my favorite, if not my favorite anime of the season. I love how this series looks, the color usage, how they're using these muted browns and greens to blend it into this very gloomy but very bright and vibrant world. You look at this and you see so many interesting design choices. You see these forest greens, you see these brown, dirty looks to all of the scenery, but it actually looks really goddamn gorgeous. The animation is a little rough and rigid, but it gives us this very alive in kind of very realistic movements. I just love how this series looks, and just learning more about our main character, who I have to say, the idea of essentially killing demons to regain parts of your body as you slowly and surely become more human, it's actually a little frightening, because if you look back at episode 1 when he was regaining his skin, he had the most shocked and terrified look. I mean, technically he still looks like a doll, but there wasn't a happy feeling of regaining your skin there. And at the end of this week's episode, it seriously looks like he goes through pain when he regains parts of his bodies. It seems that every demon he kills, or at least any of the demons that were a part of this kind of ritual that happened to him as a kid, it seems that when he regains parts of his organs and his skin and things like that, it actually seems like a painful experience. And I'm curious if they're going to go the route of, as he gets more human, if it's actually going to maybe weaken his mentality and make him less righteous, or maybe less human, something along those natures, because it definitely seems like this isn't a pleasant experience. And as he becomes more and more human, where's that going to lead his character? That could be very, very interesting. I mean, you would think when you have a kid, Dororo, who is essentially the kind of talkative one, the kid's trying to figure out like, oh, what's this character thinking? What's this character feeling? I would normally find that type of character annoying, but there's something about the voice actor and just the way the lines are being delivered that for whatever reason, a kid leading this kind of mindless stranger you could look at, who can't see, can't hear, can't talk, just through this world because he can sense his soul. He can read the souls of others. That's how he navigates the world, and he has the superhuman strength. Like, that's so interesting, and the kind of bond that you could build by someone who's completely silent, who could be silent for this entire journey. Maybe his voice box will be the last thing he gets back from the demons, which would actually kind of be pretty cool in terms of like, hey, I finally have my full body, I can finally speak. Where would that conversation go? But having a kid navigate this kind of demon killer throughout a world while the kid talks and tries to bond with this completely silent killer who can't speak back, that's really, really interesting. Like, I don't know any anime that's done a similar design for its two central characters than Dororo. Like, this is going to be one of the most interesting bonding stories, I think, because seriously, a man regaining his humanity demon by demon, where is that going to go? And so far, with what we've seen over the two demons and just the pain and suffering that it seemingly is giving to this guy, it's going to be interesting to see as he gains more, because first he gained his skin, what's he going to gain next? His eyes, maybe his voice box, maybe something inside his body. It's going to be pretty interesting, but I definitely expect that maybe his limbs are going to be one of the last parts, because it seems like his kind of sword fighting style is a signature move, so it'll be interesting if he does regain arms and legs sooner rather than later, and if he'll just have to start fighting with normal swords or something like that, because so far, I love the idea that he has to basically hold his artificial limbs in his mouth, Zoro style, as he's slicing and dicing these demons. It looks badass. It honestly does, and I really appreciate how in this episode they're already starting to explain how this character can navigate a world, but also why he can do the things that he does, because this is a world that is sort of grounded in reality, but has this kind of supernatural, kind of religious undertones to it. The Buddha statue clearly saved this kid's life, and instead of just completely killing him, his organs were just split apart into demons. But also you have like this realistic take on just the way society is functioning for the time, but then you also have like this narrator saying like he can navigate because he can see the souls. Blind people, for whatever reason, if they have a certain connection, they can sense the souls and sense the danger of people. That's why he's trusting this kid, because the kid's soul is white, and it's very much clear that he's not leading him into something that's dangerous. But then you also have it explaining like, why can he jump around so naturally? Well, he also has some superhuman strength and senses. Okay, so they're already starting to explain enough so you're kind of on board like, okay, I have an understanding of why he was saved as a baby, I understand his quest, I understand why he can do some of the supernatural things he does, while still having more questions in the back of your mind. So as you're progressing through the story, you're gonna learn more and more about this doll-like character, to the point that when he does fully regain his humanity, what is that going to look like? And what's the relationship between the kid and him going to be? That's going to be very exciting. They're already doing so much within 2 episodes. Of course, they're giving you eye candy with the action. Slicing up demons is an absolute treat. The way they're animating their blood, the decapitation, the just brutality and creativity in the movements is absolutely a treat to watch. But really, it's watching this kid talk to a man who can't talk back and seeing where that relationship can go, and having the priest join in at the end of the episode. I'm hoping he sticks around, because honestly, I just love the idea of two blind guys walking down the street with this kid, and this kid is just being like, man, I'm the only one who can see around here, what the hell is going on, and how that relationship can blossom. Because I think if it was just the kid and our main character here, like, it would honestly be, maybe it could get annoying after 24 episodes, but if you got a couple extra voices in the group, maybe it can balance things out, because right now I'm enjoying the cast. I think they're super interesting. I'm really excited because I think this could be one of the best character development that we have seen in anime in quite a while, just because watching a guy regain his humanity piece by piece, what that's going to look like, they can work that into so many different angles that's going to be completely interesting and possibly even heartbreaking depending on the direction they want to go. You can tell this is a series that isn't afraid to be dark and gloomy, but also it has a bit of optimistic sides to it, where you are sensing like there could be a light at the end of the tunnel, but maybe that light isn't exactly what you're anticipating. The visuals are absolutely incredible. I'm liking the voice acting. It actually sounds like a kid talking, which you don't get to hear too often. A lot of times it sounds overly forced in anime. This is super awesome. I'm really digging this. I can't wait to see where this is going to go. Hopefully it won't end up being a split core, as it has been confirmed that it is going to run 2 cores, though sometimes once you reach like 11 or 12, they say, oh, we're actually going to take a season break here. But seriously, I'm really excited to see where this story is going to go. The demons that they're going to face, the humanity that this guy is going to regain, it's going to be awesome to watch. This was an absolutely incredible episode, even better than the first episode, which really set the stage, answering some questions, still bringing up new ones, and seeing that demon kind of prance around, offering them like, do you want to buy this? Like, what the hell is going on with the demons in this world? I can't wait to see what everyone in this world really has up their sleeves. Let me know whatever you thought of episode 2 of Dororo down in that comment section below. Did you love it? Do you hate? Your favorite moment? Where do you think the series is going to go? Let me know, and be sure to like the video if you did enjoy, and also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.